Hello. Hi, guys. How's everybody doing? Hi, back to Michigan, USA. What's going on, everyone? It's Guy and Maddie here.
Somebody here already?
Yeah, you can see their chat right there.
Where?
Right here.
Hi from the Netherlands. What time is it in the Netherlands?
Yeah, we try to always do this a little early on our time so that some of our friends over in Europe and UK can join us.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is it 9? 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the Netherlands?
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Tori. How are you guys doing?
Hi, everyone.
Hi, Neil. Oh, my gosh. Miss you guys so much. Today, we just thought we'd jump on. We have no particular plans except I have some Christmas cookies to snack on thanks to our amazing neighbors who dropped them off this morning at our front doorstep. So thanks to them. So I'll be snacking away, and Matt's got his wine. And it is very fitting that we set up today in front of my awesome Christmas present, which is this beautiful old piano that Maddie surprised me with.
I found it.
Yes. So I woke up last week to like just the sound of a big truck running and banging and people talking, and I'm like literally in bed. So I'm like, what's going on? I don't know who's at my house right now.
9 in the Netherlands. I was off by 1 hour. Nice try. Okay, go ahead.
And yeah, I didn't know what was going on. So I'm like peeking through the window and it looks like a huge moving truck, like a massive moving truck is like outside with like some random guys. And I hear Matt's voice being like, you know, trying to direct them and stuff. And I'm like, I can't get, you know, out of my room without feeling like people are going to catch me with like my pajamas and with no makeup on. So I kind of wait till everyone leaves. And then, and then come out, and Matt had this big thing waiting for me. And he found it like online. So it's a used old piano. And a lot of people, you know, they want to get rid of them because they take up a lot of space because they're not playing them.
Sky always wanted weighted keys. She's always complaining, I want weighted keys. I want weighted keys, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, man, we have 3 or 4 keyboards, but not weighted keys. And Sky never plays. But ever since we got this new piano, you've played a bunch of times. So I guess she likes weighted keys. That's been the thing. So I had to go around and look around online for a bunch of pianos because, you know, we were just trying to find something that would work really well. So, I hit about 5 or 6 different residents and knocked on people's doors. And I found this one. And I think it works pretty good.
Yeah. It's awesome. I love it.
I've been hearing all this playing lately.
Yeah, I grew up in a household where my dad would play the piano using the sheet music, just the guitar chords, and then we would all sing musicals and stuff. I was such a little music geek when I was a kid, and it brings back memories. And so I love playing it now. So hopefully you guys will, as I develop some more songs and write some more songs with this new tool, there'll be more music for you guys. And that would be awesome.
There's people saying stuff to you right there.
Yeah. So
I just got my calendar on Friday.
Oh, awesome. William. Yeah. I hope you guys like it. Maddie did all the photos for me. And it was a great success. So we really do appreciate you guys helping sell out the calendars. That was friggin' awesome to see. You guys are such great support.
It's a major support since we haven't been able to tour, obviously, for the past 7 months or 8 months or 9 months now. I don't remember how long it's been.
It's a long time.
Anyway, thanks so much is what we're saying.
Yeah, we're really thanking you guys. And it was really like a last minute kind of idea. And I kind of, I don't know, did I twist your arm into it, Matt, where I was like, okay, we got to do this really fast. We got to do like 5 shoots for the next 3 nights and just like.
No, I think I enjoy doing stuff like that. Trying to be creative is the best thing. It keeps us from going insane here. Like it's the same with the music videos. We got to keep trying to focus as much as possible on music videos until this thing's over. And, you know, someday try and get back out on the road.
Yeah. But it was actually kind of crazy because, you know, I'm not dressing up or doing like a lot of that kind of thing in COVID lockdown. So I was kind of brought back like my old kind of fast pace of life when you're like switching your makeup quickly and like getting out doing a shot. So it was fun. It was fun. And I got
it's a fun way to try. We were trying to be creative without like, because of the fact that we can't go out too much.
Yeah, it's all the photos we've done in our house.
Yeah. So we just try to find interesting things to kind of where we could pose you and make it out. And Sky did some good Photoshop work a little bit to get rid of some of the house in spots.
Yeah. Like, it's all an illusion, guys. Yeah. So we really do appreciate you guys supporting with that and our new shirt designs and all that good stuff. You guys,
yeah. Did you ever see the shark shirt? The shark
That
shirt's
was
really
pretty
good,
sick.
right? I
Yeah.
like the shark shirt.
Yeah, I know. And for those of you waiting, like Jenny's saying, she's still waiting. We did send it out like as soon as we could, as soon as they came in, we sent them out. So fingers crossed that your local post service isn't having too many delays and stuff. Eloise, hi, how are you guys?
Man, it's really nice to see a bunch of people coming online saying hi to us.
So good to see everyone, or see that you guys are here. I can't actually see you, but
it's cool though. Like we've been a little absent again.
Yes. I mean, I do think that if I'm honest,
can I eat one of these cookies?
Yeah, of course you can. This one's really creative. This is like Kelly, our neighbor, made this. This is like a tree, a white chocolate tree on a pretzel. And it looks pretty cool because it definitely looks like the trunk is the pretzel's trunk.
No.
You want to try it? Yeah, it's really good. I like white chocolate. And I was just testing a little of these treats and it realized I haven't had white chocolate in like years. Feels like at least. Yeah, so and Merry Christmas to New Zealand. That's cool that you're joining us from over there. What time is it there, Aaron?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow morning, right?
Somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Somewhere close to there.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, if we're honest, I feel like
in the future. So cool.
It's harder for me to feel like what I'm doing is a lot of like post worthy when really what I'm doing most of my days is like working on my computer editing videos. And I'm just like, in my own element. And when we're traveling, when we're on tour, everything seems new and exciting. So we're doing a lot of posting. And I think it's just like this whole Corona stuck in your house thing that's definitely making me feel like my life isn't as interesting as it normally is when we're touring and traveling. So I apologize for the lack of posts, but the good thing is we've been working really hard behind the scenes on all the stuff that's going to come out next year. So we'll open the floodgates and then a lot more content.
Next year, we're going to release stuff.
Yay!
I'm not allowed to give a date yet, but it's we've got a bunch of go-aheads. We've handed a bunch of stuff in.
Yeah.
Right? Have we handed it all in?
It's all supposed to be handed in like first week back in January.
Yeah, so January 7th it all gets.
We're on deadlines right now, guys.
We're on all these deadlines and we're almost finished, completely finished, where we can sit back and not relax, but because we'll have to make more music videos, but we can sit back and go, this part that we've been working on for almost 2 years to get it right is ready, or at least close to ready. So we're really excited about that. And I'm sorry we're not answering all these people writing us. There's a bunch of people saying stuff and we're just
I thought it was cool that the other Sky was saying hi to me. That's cool that your name's Sky too. That's awesome. Yes, and we do have a record deal now, Anthony. So we're working with Napalm Records. So if you guys aren't subscribed to their YouTube channel and stuff, that's where you're going to start to see some more Sumo Cyco content. And we already have our house tour up on their channel. So definitely subscribe over there while you're still on YouTube and support the team, the Napalm team. So it'll be interesting
to see how it all works
out. Yeah.
Obviously, like our plan was to be like, let's release the record and then tour it as much as possible because that's as a somewhat of a, I consider us, we're still an independent band. I mean, Napalm's an independent label. Like that's what we got to do is kind of tour the record right after it. Usually like almost like as soon as it drops, we're on tour.
Yeah.
This one's going to be interesting. We're going to have to figure out how to maneuver online and try to come up with as many music videos and strategy until we can actually get across the border.
What have you guys seen? I'm curious if you want to comment for me. Like, what have you guys seen from other bands that you followed during like this last year with COVID going on? Like, what have you seen them do that's been like cool or fun or interesting? Obviously, one of the ideas we all have is to do like a live kind of concert stream, but Matt and I are super hesitant until we feel like we have something like exciting to bring to the table rather than just like filming us in our rehearsal space. Like we really want to bring a show. So if you guys have seen anything specific that you're like, oh my gosh, this was a really cool way to, something cool content wise or a behind the scenes thing that you never saw before. I know a lot of acts are also doing documentaries of them behind the scenes and stuff like that right now. Thanks, Kat. Yeah, I just made these star earrings just for our December photo shoot for the calendar and thought I'd adorn them today since they're very Christmas.
Matt says he saw us in Brooklyn last year.
Hell yeah.
Or I guess it was this year still, right? 69 Eyes?
Yeah, early this year.
Thanks, buddy. I'm glad you liked it. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, totally. And Devin Townsend's spooky Halloween party. That was one thing, a highlight. Unleash the Archers online stream was legit. That's cool.
I'll have to look at these.
Yeah, collabs with other artists. Oh, that's a good idea. Live hangouts. The way Tesseract did their live stream. That's Eloise saying there.
Wine is delicious.
Album launch listening party. That's a good one.
That's unique. That's a unique one.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we do like some kind of weird like Zoom thing, and like you have to, like it's like a club where we all join in, and only a certain amount of people come in with us. We make it like kind of special, like some kind of thing. We all just sit and listen to it.
The very first, like, yeah. No, I think we could talk about it as well. Like, talk about what the songs are about and whatnot.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Like doing live streams, answering questions in between. That's cool. See ya, Ian. That's awesome that you guys were able to see the show and enjoy that with us before everything shut down. The dude from Panic at the Disco does live streams on Twitch. Yeah. Any of you guys on Twitch? I know our manager mentioned Twitch test, but we really haven't used it very much.
Fozzy does. Our drummer does.
Yeah.
I think he's twitching sometimes.
Yeah.
Like,
another Zoom fan meeting, Steven says, and a cover show where we pick tunes. Oh my God, that would be hard. You have to
like
do
you
the
yell
cover
at them and we
spot.
just play them. Like, oh yeah, we know those, no problem. I don't think so.
Yeah.
I think you'd have to do. Actually, you could do that where it was like if you got everybody to like
vote on a couple songs.
A song,
yeah,
and you sent them in, and then we had a month to know this is the concert listing that we've all picked, and then we would know that we could pull off something like that maybe.
Yeah.
All of this was out of our reach while we were trying to work on the record, but now we've got some things to figure out for next year. This is gonna be interesting
for sure.
Man, all these people are writing.
Doing one-on-one interviews. That's cool. That's interesting. Some behind-the-scenes trivia of your old videos. Will there be a new clip? Sumo. I think. Do you mean video?
See,
clip?
Kai's saying Trozy plays games with us online. So there you go. Everybody go on Twitch with them.
Yeah, if you want to play some video games, because Matt and I aren't as big gamers as much as Troz. Troz is much
really
more
into
of
it. Same with
gamer.
Oscar. He likes gaming too. I mean, I like gaming. It's just not my first priority when it comes to like sitting down. I usually grab my guitar or lately it's just tattoo. Yeah,
Matt's been practicing his tattooing, and the tattoo shows have not stopped at our house. And his leg is like covered with his own work, and his brother has also been a guinea pig, and that has been taking.
It's great. He's like a perfect cactus. He's just like whatever you want to do, man. So like at Christmas, we were keeping our bubble very small. We're gonna see him for a couple of days, and he told me to bring all my stuff so I can tattoo him more. So I'm just gonna tattoo him more at Christmas.
Yeah,
it's a good way to learn.
He hasn't tattooed me yet. I actually offered one night, and Matt was like, "No, I gotta get better before I tattoo you."
I would never even touch you. I don't think I would, even if I was really good. He's just like, that's a no.
Yeah.
Get a pro.
Yeah. So, but you have been going like crazy. So maybe one day when we're back on the road and we can see you guys, Matt could give you a tattoo.
That's the plan. I'm going to be
comment if you would actually let
do you know how many times we
crazy man tattoo you?
We drive into a town, we drive into a town every single day practically. And you pull in, and it's like 2:00 in the afternoon. You unload your gear, and there's this like window. There's that window of like 3 or 4 hours before sound check. And some of us go exploring. Sometimes I don't go exploring. Sometimes I just end up drinking beers. And I just feel like there's that good 3 to 4 hours of just wasted time where I'm like, I could just be doing something. So I think I'll be setting up. If I get good enough, I'll set up like appointments with one psycho that wants to come in and spend 2 or 3 hours getting some work done. I think it'll be fun doing it. It'll keep me occupied. I
don't know if there's any legal.
And I'm allowed to drink while I do it. That's going to be the fun part.
You're supposed to be in a sterile environment, not our dirty tour bus.
Alcohol sterile.
Man. VIP upgrade, yeah.
See,
Tattoo
we got peeps getting in. They're like, let's do this.
Oh, you guys are brave souls. Just wait till Matt puts up his portfolio. You can check it on his Instagram.
I'm still working
right now.
on
Radio Ghost Music on Instagram to see a few of his first tattoos ever. Yeah.
Ever though, remember? Ever. It's not like I sat and practiced on paper or like fake skin or oranges or anything first. I literally just opened up the kit and tattooed on my brother one night. So it's like, you jump right in. You jump into the fire and you go.
Yeah.
I'm learning pretty quick, actually.
Yeah. But yeah, it's
the one I did on my leg recently really hurt. That one was crazy because I also had to keep my leg out straight because I did it under my knee. And that one hurt. That one hurt. I was like 3 hours in, and you can see the discoloration on the spot that I was hurting the most because I sped through that. So now I'm gonna have to go over that and tighten it up. But I'm getting it. I used the wrong needle. That's why I should have used a better needle for that. Something that shades a little wider.
Yeah, you're learning.
I'm learning.
I think it was almost my fault that he got so into this because I was, what do you call it? I was like making fun of you for not using your tattoo gun that you had bought.
You're not allowed to use it. You don't use the word gun.
Oh, sorry.
You say machine.
Tattoo machine.
They fucking tattooers freak out for some reason. I don't know why.
Your tattoo machine, because I was using all of my COVID crafts. I've been taking on candle making and resin pouring and mold making, and I was kind of going like, hey, Matt, you don't have a COVID craft or something you learned during COVID. And then you were like, fine, I'll show you. And then I just got a text one time. I was with my friend Melissa, and you just sent a picture of the tattoo machine and your brother's tattoo that I was like, I couldn't even get a hold of you, I think, on the phone because you were just so busy in the moment tattooing.
That's what I do now.
Turkish fan. Hi, Sherry. That's cool. That's awesome.
Now, where is that? That's like Turkey?
Yeah.
Whoa, I didn't want to sound ignorant, but
it's pretty obvious.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Sky was saying that I remember the Barbie Diaries. It's so funny. People say, do you remember doing this? Oh, no, I just completely blocked that out of my mind.
Like, I try not to. That's not true.
No. Yeah.
Cool.
Old, I don't know if you guys know that like weird piece of trivia, but like if you ever watch the Disney show Even Stevens, the chick who played the older sister, like Shia LaBeouf's older sister, she wrote one of those songs for the Barbie Diaries that I sang. So it's weird community in that Disney world. But obviously I dipped my foot in there for a little bit, but then got out. Yeah. Crafting how-to videos. Yeah, I've actually been saving like a ton of videos on my phone of me doing different crafts and stuff. I should compile it and make some tutorials. Yeah. Yep. She was also the voice of Kim Possible, right, Steven? Yeah. Yeah. Well, at least Matt will have a job once touring stops forever.
That's my plan.
Oh, please don't let that happen. It was almost crazy when Matt bought me this piano for Christmas that I actually started like singing, and I was like, oh my God, I don't feel like I've actually been singing in a long time.
Or like was it like 5 nights ago? There was one last bit of singing I needed on one song before we finished the whole record. And I was like, Sky hasn't sang on, like it's a lot of mixing and all the behind the scenes work on this thing right now. So Sky hasn't sung or tracked for a couple of months now.
A lot of months.
And I was like, you need to warm up. We need 2 lines. And it was all like a screamo-y parts. And Sky was like, I need like an hour. Like just like sat on the piano just warming up for like an hour before she could sing these 2 lines. But they came out really well once she did.
Well, you don't want to ruin your voice just going straight into screaming without warming up. That's like a singer's no-no. So I had to do, I actually was like practicing my playing my scales instead of singing them on the piano, and then sang along to them to warm up. So it was a good little practice for me. Yeah. Yep. Eloise, yep. Having a vocal session, man. It's so weird because we actually finished a lot of the writing and recording before COVID hit. We only really, I think, did a few little things like in spring. And then the rest has been just like mixing and music videos and all the music videos has been
a headache because of this COVID thing. It's like we can't get together. Isolation. Can't get together with half the crew that we usually work with on a constant basis. Instead, it's very, very limited time. So like I thought we'd be a little further ahead than we are. We're not terribly behind, but we've got one of our main first video is almost finished for our first single. Sky's just killing it, working away, but it has been a bit of a challenge not being able to have them available for some of the things we needed to do. We had to come up with different concepts to make it work, you know, so it's been interesting. Yeah, it's been fun. Our quirky videos, you know how we do them. They're as independent and weird as strange as we can, you know.
Yeah, it's building sets all ourselves and then filming it all ourselves with a crew of 2 and then switching spots. And yeah, so we literally for the next video that's coming out, we only literally had the 2 of us working on it, and then Trozy and Oscar came in to do their parts.
Hey Adam, how you doing, buddy?
And that was it. So
Jersey's saying hi.
Hey, how's it going, Adam?
And then we got questions like, when the whole situation's over, what band would you like to tour with?
Ooh.
I don't really care who we tour with. I just want to get on the fucking road, man.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, whoever will take us.
Yeah, whoever wants to work with us.
There's been talks that because everything has been delayed so much for the past year, all the people that had tours booked, like that were supposed to happen in 2020, will all happen in 2021. So will there be room for other artists? Because a lot of venues are also shutting down too because of this. So there's not going to be as many spots available even in the schedule for some of these venues when they're trying to reschedule everything from this last year on to next year. And then having so many sad stories about venues shutting down really sucks. So that's one thing. We've tried to spread the word with a few venues that are trying to raise Kickstarter campaigns or crowdfunding in order to stay alive through this tough time. So if you guys have any local venues, it's good to check on them, check on their social media, and see if there's a little bit you can do. Even spreading the word about saving our venues would be awesome, you guys. So Brian says, on Christmas Day, which one of you wakes up to open your presents first?
Neither of us.
We're lazy.
We're super lazy.
We just sleep in. Yeah. Maybe when I was a kid, I was more excited, but
I already gave her a present.
My present's already here.
It's been here
that's
for a week.
Awesome.
So that's how much we're not waking up on Christmas for it.
Yeah. Do a Zoom music video. How do you do a music video on Zoom? I don't know. Can you edit that? Can you just go on live like we're doing now?
Lydia says a tour with Nova Twins. Yeah, they're good. I like them.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, Adam just said he finished making his first music video.
Nice, Jersey.
Nice.
Good for you, buddy. How'd it go? Did it go well? Write me back. Hey, Lars.
Lars says we can always play it at the school again, at a school. If
we
have a
plan
venue.
On it, buddy. I'm coming there eventually. Hey, did you get your package yet from us? Oh, you probably didn't.
No, he got surface mail, so his will take longer.
Dude, what are you doing? I got a little extra treat in there for you.
Cool. Tony says, I said, hey, dude, to him in New Hampshire when I opened for Ginger. Remember? It might be a little hard for me to specifically remember every
that one guy that you called dude. I remember that.
Aw. Yeah, it's sad, Natalie, when things have to be rescheduled. Yeah, that sucks. But we're hanging in there, guys. That's why we're on here with you guys, because we're like, we don't want to, we don't want to get to the point where we leave you alone too long and not say hi, even if we can't be out there on the road, So
it's all going to be next year. The whole thing. We've been saying. I think we've been saying that all year. We warned everybody that we were kind of dark. We're kind of miserable. We're kind of depressed. We're kind of working on the record, COVID, all this fucking crap that's going on. But like, we've always warned you, like, we're not stopping. We're always letting you know that we're building this, what we consider a great, great product for you guys. And I think we're all I hope you guys are going to be stoked about it. And it's all starting in New Year. It is. So it's all coming finally. I think and like both of us are real stoked just to move on from it almost, like not in a bad way, but just get it out so that we can work on new material even instead of just keep working on those tracks.
Well, it's
like,
true.
This is a long time. We worked on what? I think there's almost I don't know, there's like 15 or 16 or something, that many tracks we've kind of 15. Been playing with bonus tracks, a couple of things coming up. There's gonna be a lot of secrets. We worked our butts off. It's gonna be real good. I think you guys are gonna love it.
Yeah.
I hope so. Or I'm gonna kill myself.
How do you stay motivated through the depression? I think I find sometimes it's better to just force yourself through something. And when you start getting a flow of like creativity, or when you start, actually just
I built a shed.
stuff, then it'll like eventually you'll find the joy in it.
I try to record music still. I tried to learn new hobby like tattooing, and I built a shed. And I try to stay offline more than I ever have. I don't, as much as I like love being online and I love talking with people, and I feel like I'm not as close to some of the people that I've always been online. I hate just seeing. I'm aware of what's going on. I don't want to ignore it, but on the other hand, I don't need to be inundated with it 24/7 to the point where that's all I'm thinking about, and it really gets my flow down. And I like my flow up. And like it's funny how Skynet go flow down and up sometimes. Like, I think it was like 3 nights ago. We were just got off the phone with our manager and the rep for our label about finalizing our track orders and our bonuses and all this extra stuff that we're going to do to get it out. And like, I just still had this like miserable, I was totally awesome. I was in a great mood. And then like 2 hours later, I just was doing the dishes and I got in this bad mood about the fact that I know business wise, if we're going to make this work, the best we can make it work is the record has to come out and we need to fucking tour. We need to go out there right away and start hitting everywhere we can and get it out there. And we also like live off our live show. You guys know we do everything we can to make our live show as fun as possible. I don't even think it translates onto the CD that well, or we try our best. I think this record's come the closest of what's most energy of us.
But yeah, it's such an important part of what we've built and what we've done.
So now we get flipped. We get flipped where we can't just take off. So Sky and I definitely go up and down where we're like super motivated. We think everything is going to work the way we've planned. And then we kind of like look at reality and go, even if we drop this record, if we don't have that touring, this is going to be really hard to make everybody get behind it properly. We're going to need all your help big time.
We are, yeah.
To spread the word even harder when we drop this because of the fact we might not be able to run right away on the road. But it's a big, it goes strong. And what's really funny is Sky like picks me up. I'm like, I'm in this terrible place and I'm feeling rough. And she just like walks me through it through the night and talks me through it. And then we're good again. The next day we start working and we get motivated again. And then literally like a day later, she'll go through it where she's like, you're right. This is just ridiculous. If we can't tour, I don't understand why we're going to rush to get this out. And we just go back and forth. So there is these huge ups and downs for a long answer for a question, but these ups and downs, but it is helpful to have a partner, a friend to bounce, try to keep yourself motivated. At least that's one thing that we're pretty good at is like trying to keep ourselves, when we're lazy, I'm sleeping on the couch and not getting work done. She's like, yo, you got to mix. And she's lazy and she's just feeling like the world's lash. I'm like, yo, you got to get this fucking video done. So it's like, we just try to keep each other motivated.
Well, like Tony said, the reason why he discovered us is through touring. So that's something that we really do realize, that whenever we are on a tour, we suddenly see all of our numbers go up and more people interested in our band. And it's such a great way to really connect with our fans and for our fans to connect with us through the live experience. So it is pretty depressing for a band that like pride ourselves in that being our favorite thing to do, that we haven't been
Thanks, Lydia.
been doing that for the last year. So, and I mean, 2020, thanks, Lydia. 2020 was the first year in our 10-year history as a band that we have not released music. So that was kind of weird too, because then sometimes when you have music that you're releasing, at least you can feed off the fact that you're sharing stuff and people reply.
Hello from Russia.
Hello, how's it going?
I'd like to think you probably found us through Ginger, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure, but we have noticed an influx of some people coming from Russia area. That have kind of like messaged us thanks to Ginger, and shout out to Ginger
Ukraine,
for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that was such a great tour, and
we've had a question of what it was like to tour compared to from Ginger to 69. 69 Eyes were great, different kind of cats, like a little bit older, like kind of stuck to themselves. We didn't really get to spend too much. We didn't really spend much time with them too much. Ginger, on the other hand, we did 2 months, was it, full run with the Ginger guys? Yeah. So we got to know them real well. Into the same kind of styles of music to an extent. Tatiana's an incredible singer, so it was fun watching them every night. So we got to know them really well. They were great. Yeah. So that was probably one of our favorite tours.
Yeah. It was cool. And then it's always cool when your paths cross again, like when you're traveling to like another place. So we went on our UK tour after that, and they were playing their own UK tour, and we met up in Birmingham and got to just like hang out somewhere else in the world where neither of us are from.
And we watched them play where they're even bigger there than they were when we were they were big in the States. Like they were getting big. But like when we saw them in England, it was like massive. They were, I think it was like sold out show. The Asylum was full to the.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, they're doing great everywhere.
Yeah, they're doing
peeps.
awesome.
There's a reason. They're pretty cool down.
Yeah, they're really awesome.
Yeah.
So
they're almost as cool as us.
But yeah, one question that I saw Lee wrote was, does the new record have a theme? And I actually was spending this past week. Oh man,
she has theme.
I was actually.
I'm going to leave you with Sky on this one. This takes some explanation.
You just need to get more wine. I was actually writing to. I had a bunch of questions I had to write out for our label and about like explaining to them what the theme was, so that they would communicate that through all the media and stuff out there. And so I just finished writing like, a lot of stuff on the theme of this record. But for us, like, I think that, I think that you can really expect like, as far as like lyrically, like and musically, like we are definitely the same band that you guys know and love on this record. We have just, I feel like, improved in our songwriting. Matt has improved like tenfold in his production and engineering. He has done like.
What's that mean? I was sucked before?
No, that you haven't sucked before. I just mean you've learned a lot and you've done even better than ever before. You know that. Come on. Don't be silly.
The wine's starting to work.
We had a great experience working with a guy named Kane Churko in Vegas. And
his whole family, everybody was there.
Yeah, and so we have 2 songs that we worked on with him on the record. And I think Matt and I also took a lot out of that experience as far as like a learning experience, especially as far as like you kind of shadowing Kane and learning a trick or two from him and on the production side. And then lyrically, I mean, it's crazy because some of the songs I wrote
before COVID
and some after COVID.
But most of it, we started kicking some of the songs off of the record that were done before COVID.
Right. So there is, if you listen to it, like themes of, trying to get through uncertainty, struggle, depression, anxiety, and then also trying to find the silver linings and everything too. And a lot of Sumo Cyco songs I find have a very, what you would call empowering, kind of encouraging message at the end.
We try not to be dark. We were always trying to be uplifting. We want to broach our subjects, like everything that's going on, but we don't want to look at it from the dark side of things most of the time. I don't think we always want to kind of look from the uplifting. So, our themes are like, be strong, be empowered in this crappy fucking crazy world that has all these fucking curveballs being thrown at us, and try to smile while you fucking do it, and let's rock.
Yeah, for sure. So that's, I think, lyrically, I mean, I started off, as you guys know, releasing Love You Wrong and Run with Giants off of this record. For those of you that have pre-ordered, it has been a long time, so thank you for sticking with us. But you can tell that those songs, like Love You Wrong was about, the struggle and power of love, whether that's with a person or being in a band. There's lots of sacrifice that comes with being in a band or a relationship. You always have to kind of like balance it out. So that was kind of like Love You Wrong. And Run with Giants was really inspired by the fact that we had Download Festival. We felt like we were finally running with some of those giants in the international world, playing some big stages that we never had before. So that was really empowering.
Isn't it cool to be that kind of like the whole world is different. Like, back in the day, you wouldn't know some of this knowledge about where a song would come from. You'd have to read a magazine or see a special interview with the artist from somebody huge. It was like, we're so interactive and with our fans and our friends and being able to talk. It's just more, the new world is just awesome to be able to kind of get in there deep and know about stuff,
Yeah,
and here we are talking about it. And that's true. We did literally run with Giants was literally about us trying to get to download.
Yeah, for sure. It was like, you set a goal for yourself and you're trying to keep up with some of your kind of dreams of what you potentially could do. And when some of that comes true, you're like, wow, we really are running with the big boys now. So, but yeah, Kitty's asking about New Jive and Skeletons.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, well, they're.
Did you ever see it live? Do you know we actually played it live for a while?
Yeah, and we played a couple songs from the new record live in different spots that I don't know if people caught on to, but I think there's some video online somewhere of some of this stuff. Yeah, but yeah. So
thank you for saying we crushed the download. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. And
what's your guys' writing process?
Well,
sorry for cutting you off.
That's okay.
I just rather like answer some people's questions than just be the two of us talking like the way we do.
I think that's what this is, Maddie.
I mean, like I'm just trying to
move it along. Okay, I was gonna go more into the theme of the record, but I think you're right. We
got lots of themes coming, lots of stuff coming.
You guys know about the gangs and stuff if you did our crowdfunding campaign, so we can you'll see little hints of those poking through the next few videos. It won't be necessarily as obvious as maybe Run with the Giants was with that theme, but I really feel like I need to write like a graphic novel or a comic book to explain some of how all of this connects in my mind. Everything connects. Every video that we've ever done connects in my mind to one big Cyco City story. And one day I'll write it all down and you'll see how each video actually connected to the next. But writing process-wise...
I'm going to answer one question before you get in.
Okay.
Because I'm seeing Kitty like talk about this stuff. New Jive is going to be part of... It's going to be in a bonus area. You're still going to get it. It's going to come, but it's going to be... I can't tell you more, but that's in. Skeletons, that's on a wait. That's on a hold. That's going to be like next Halloween. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. We talked about that one, and that's what I mean. I want to be close with you people. I don't care if we get in trouble from whoever tells us don't say shit. That's a Halloween song. We 100% was like, this is a Halloween song. We wanted to drop it this Halloween, but because we just signed with Napalm, we're working with them. We can't just jump and throw it ahead of the record. That just doesn't work. Mm-hmm. So we decided to hold it off. We're going to push it back, and once the record's out and we do all this stuff, that also means you guys know the record's coming out before Halloween at least. Now, if Napalm tells me we're not, I'm screwed, but I'm
Neil
pretty sure
is right. Okay. This Dance is Doomed is going to be on the album.
It will.
So you guys already, since you guys
I'm not answering any more questions.
Been close to us and seen us at our VIPs and stuff. You guys already know a few secrets that normally wouldn't be divulged, but we're pretty close with you guys. So
Dance is Doomed is funny because Sky like sends her tracks sometimes to her family to check them out and stuff. And Dance is Doomed ended up in like her mom's friend's workout playlist as like a demo to like she likes to work out to this song. So last time we were at Sky's family's house, I kind of got in trouble for changing the mix. From your mom was like,
no, I think it's
it was your mom's friend.
No, my mom's like trainer.
Yeah, that's what it was.
So my mom, we would never let the song out just to random people's friends because then it would leak. So no, it's my mom. Demo. My mom has a rough demo because my mom and dad are like cute super fans of Sumo Cyco, and I let them hear some stuff sometimes ahead of time.
And I was
and my mom's trainer that she works with
wasn't happy with my mix.
Her personal trainer who comes to the house to train my mom would play her some of the stuff because she's really into like her favorite band is In This Moment. So she's really into like
your mom's favorite band?
No, my mom's trainer's favorite band. My mom's favorite band is me. My mom's favorite band is Sumo Cyco.
I was gonna say that sucks if your mom's favorite band is In This Moment over you. You're like, I really like my daughter, but In This Moment fucking kills it.
Sky, if you could only just improve a little bit, you really just haven't gotten to the next level yet. Oh my god,
that's good.
That's so funny. Yeah, no.
Your mom might watch this and be like, why are you guys talking about me?
But yeah, no, my mom's trainer really enjoys female-fronted metal rock bands. And so my mom played her that song, I guess, when they were working out. Long story short, yeah.
Moving on.
So, writing process-wise, how do we write our songs, Maddie?
Very carefully.
Very carefully.
I'll tell you how we write our songs. I worked my ass off for hours writing this stuff in my head, and I put it all down. And I'm like, because I'm the kind of one person that like really likes it almost finished musically before I even hand it to Sky or even want people to hear it, where I really want the ideas there. And so I'll work my butt off with all these ideas in my head. And if I give Sky the song at the wrong time of day or the wrong mood she's in, the song gets thrown out. And if she's in a good mood, she and ready to listen to it, it's like awesome. So it's like one of these like hit or misses. Lately, I just don't even. I wait until I like see her in a great mood. I'm like, hey, you should check this track out. But I learned there's a couple of times where I work my butt off, and she'd be like, I don't like that. That's not very good. Check it out. Something else.
I gotta interrupt because that's what Matt justifies in his mind when really I'm just judging the tracks and whether or not the tracks inspire me or not. And sometimes I like certain tracks that Matt will come up with better. So he writes the instrumentals.
Just so you know, I have a buttload of extra tracks that we don't have vocals on. If anybody, you know, I'm just looking. I got to figure something out for all these other instrumentals that she doesn't like.
Do you have to get permission to write the song?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? Like, we give ourselves permission to write the song. I give you
Matt, you got permission to write the song.
Well, technically, there has been a few songs where the instrumental doesn't immediately resonate with me, where a lot of the time if Matt plays me an instrumental that he's written, automatically I'm starting getting melody ideas and lyric ideas. And sometimes one comes across that I just nothing kind of strikes me right away. And sometimes it's almost like it takes like months and months until I come back to it and kind of almost like, what are you flexing? Like
I'm just like, I write
mirror?
for months, I give you songs.
But yeah, no. And then all kind of, one of the slogans that we've taken on is amateurs wait for inspiration and professionals get it done. So if I'm not feeling inspired, sometimes I'll just force myself. I'll be like, I just have to write a song. It doesn't have to be the best song I've ever written, but if I at least try to write a song today, then at least I'm getting one step closer to my goal of like a really awesome song. So
Matt, send those tracks to In This Moment.
Oh man. But yeah, so we and then Matt and I will go back and forth with lyrics and melodies, and
most of it's Sky though. She does almost all of it. Like I really love the fact that I really like a lot of punk, a lot of metal, a lot of reggae and weird alternative. I squeeze all this stuff together, and I always go the like less commercial route, like darker, weirder, which I love, and we've always been a bit that way. But I really like what Sky brings to the table when it comes to melodies. Nice. She kind of like takes, or at least I like to think we have this weird, unique sound of like really heavy and strange, and then Sky brings these commercial songs in where it's like I really love being able to sing a chorus. There's nothing worse than a band. I love amazing prog rock bands and all this stuff, but not being able to sing a chorus and sing a song. And I'd like to think Sky knows how to do that with me really well and make sure that we always have a song that you're going to sing, no matter how crazy or psycho-y we try to make it. So, yeah.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, he if you're asking for permission, that's one thing that I'll come to Matt with, like my idea, like my baby, and I'll be like, this is what I think the song should be about. Here's my lyrics, here's my melody. And sometimes he'll be like, perfect, yeah, let's record it. And then sometimes he'll be like, nope, go back to the drawing board.
Right.
So yeah,
hey,
we both have to be approved.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we both have to
do that. We do
each
other's
work.
Yeah. And then there's sometimes it's just like banger where we're like, that's amazing. Like we don't even have. It's just great. And then this, that happens. Mm-hmm. I have this. This is a really good question. Travis Crocker says, will you be mad if I steal your gimmick of going to the bar and getting a shot in the midst of the song? I'm a singer, blah, blah, blah. Listen, dude, this is amazing that you asked this because I think, we're not the biggest band in the world, but we've obviously have, like you said, gimmicks. We love having fun with the crowd. We come up with weird ideas. You're welcome to use any of them. We came up with them all from seeing other bands as well to an extent, but I'll tell you one thing, never do it if you're playing with us. That's what I was taught from Benji Webb. He was like, you can steal anything from me, but you do it around me or you're playing with me at the same time or touring with me, you're just a fucking asshole. So as long as you don't do it while you're playing with us, I don't care what you do, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Yeah. No, we definitely have had our fair share of like, we'll start doing some of the gimmicks and then the next time we see the opening bands, for some reason now they're getting off the stage and getting on each other's shoulders and we're like, wonder where you got that.
It is what it is. We all get them,
Yeah, no, we totally do. But
don't do it with the band that you're stealing it from. That's for sure.
Right in front of them.
You'll be done touring with them as fast as you started.
It's like covering a song. It almost feels
like covering their hit song
before they come on stage.
You just don't do those kind of things, man. You don't do that kind of thing.
That's what, like, etiquette no for bands playing with each other, I guess. Yeah. If we could collaborate with anyone dead or alive, who would it be? Says Adam.
Dead or alive?
Mm-hmm.
Dead or alive? Man, that's a huge question. Do you have a dead or alive person that you collaborate right now with?
I don't think so.
Is Pat Benatar dead?
No.
Then I think I don't know. I don't know. I have not done my research.
Google it.
But I think there's a bit of a Pat Benatar in us, in our rock and roll, that I think would be cool to see Sky and her do a track together. That's my head. Dead people, I don't know. there's a couple dead ones, like Dimebag Darrell back in the day with Pantera, the guitar player. He was one of my favorite guitar players. So it'd be amazing to like write a song with a guy like that for me.
Yeah.
To see what kind of riffs we
I guess, like, I don't know, like, the reason I started this band was because of Skindred, and I already collaborated with Benji, and I'm like, bucket list done. Like,
yeah, she was almost done the band. After she did Ben, she said, well, I quit. And I was like, what? She's like, I'm done. She's like, I got the song. We got everything we wanted. You said you wanted to fucking play with them and meet them and do a song. I did everything. I'm out. And I was like, yo, we can't do that right now.
Steven's wondering if we binge watch any TV shows besides Tiger King. Don't even get us started. What else do you do in lockdown other than binge TV shows?
Right now we're binging Ink Masters. Like we watch all 11 seasons between Sky's, because Sky's editing video. So she's literally sitting on the couch for like 7 or 8 hours a day, just editing away, doing effects, doing all this. So, and I'm playing with my tattoos and drawing and sometimes mixing. So a lot of Ink Masters. We're going back through the whole series. Mainly because I love tattoo, but mainly because of the competition. Yeah. We love all the art, we love the tattoos, but I love the competition. The drama is amazing. Especially once it gets into like season 5, you're just like, these people are bitches, man. They start getting nasty with each other. Anyway.
Jenny's right. Joan Jett would be a cool collab. Same
and Below Deck. Below Deck is incredible. I binge watched the shit out of Below Deck. A bunch of pompous kids trying to serve a bunch of pompous rich people. It's amazing. Anyway.
Matt, for some reason, I always joke, like, he's super into the reality TV show competition shows. Like, he loves RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, that one's the best one, yeah.
He loves, like, the Skin Wars or,
yeah,
like,
and Face Off. Face Off is killer with all the makeup. Ah, so good. So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like normal reality TV. Without the competition, not so much in. You know, I tried to watch what was it? Tattoo Rescue recently. I was like, without the competition, without that push to, like, make creative art, it's not as exciting.
Right. You know, we do enjoy the art. I think that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, everybody was like, yeah, that star's alive.
Is she?
Yeah.
I'm bad.
Yeah. I don't know. Has she released anything recently? Or because I know that Blondie has, and Joan Jett's still kind of doing her thing around and stuff, but I don't know if I've seen Pat as much in like the public, you know, releasing more stuff. I don't know. Well, what kind of video games do you play? Well, I don't feel like I played video games since we were on tour and we were playing N64, doing Mario Kart.
When I was serious into gaming, I loved horror games, horror and puzzle games. So like you know, Resident Evils, BioShocks, Silent Hills, like the original PS2 Silent Hill, like 2, I think, was like scary as fuck. Like I was terrified watching that because I remember I was a real stoner when I was that age too. I was like 19 or 20 or maybe even younger, and it's like it has this like it was all in the fog, and you're like this character walking in the fog, and this school alarm would go off anytime something was coming from the fog, but you didn't know what direction. So I was always, that one really hit me well. I really liked that one, yeah. But this day and age, I don't play them as much like that. I like a lot of them. I think, you know, I'm still on PS3. That's how far back I am still. I still have a couple of cool games, my Devil May Cry series, stuff like that. But, you know, I just
music took over.
Music is just my baby. I don't even watch TV that much, except for this COVID. And I you know, up until about, what was it, 5 years ago, we never even had cable or any of that stuff, or we were really just like, you know, we had movies that DVDs we just put in because we're just music. Yeah. But I did invest, or it wasn't the best investment in the world. It was kind of a shitty investment, but I bought one of those like, you know, stupid video games that like China made that with all the video games on it, like from the 8-bit games. And like I totally was excited to put that in. I probably gave that about a couple hours, and it's probably just been sitting collecting dust since then.
Yeah. Yeah, not the best, but
it had all the Marios. It also has these weird versions of Mario doing other games. So they like coded the games again.
Yeah, it's really
like
weird.
Mario playing like Sonic the Hedgehog. Like it's so weird.
Yeah, it's kind of too weird for
me.
I
liked it actually.
I'd probably be more into like the original like games, but you know, to be honest, guys, like we being, you know, living together, being obsessed with music and working on this band, especially when a lot of what this band is kind of DIY, doing our own videos, running our own merch store. it does take a lot of time, and our personal time overlaps with our business time. So we don't really have time to play video games and watch too much TV.
She said, my husband bought one of those systems too.
Oh.
It's also got no use.
Yeah. I actually told him, I was like, did you check the website and make sure? And he's like, oh, they didn't even send like a long cable. So you have to like sit like 2 feet away from the console.
I got a different cable. I got a different cable. I wasn't about to just sit at my TV. But anyway.
And someone asked who your favorite Ink Master was. And
it's Clean. Clean Rock 1 is literally the funniest guy in the world to me. He reminds me of like Nelson from The Simpsons has just grown up. Like he's a bit of like a 17-year-old or like immature idiot, but he's seriously an awesome artist still.
Yeah.
And he's been there so many seasons, so I find him really funny. All his answers are always funny. He kind of makes fun of himself sometimes. I find he's one of the best. Yeah, I like him a lot.
I'm all into the girl power and the angels.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty badass when I saw that season and all the.
That Ryan girl's sick. She's got good art. Same with that Kelly Doty girl.
Yeah, she's great.
Kelly Doty's probably one of the best ones ever.
Yeah.
She's sick.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, now that we're kind of like winding down, got about 10 minutes left. Is there anything you guys want to know that we haven't covered in this live stream before we...
10 minutes? I'm just starting to eat.
Starting to eat?
Cookies.
Yeah, those ones are jelly filled.
I don't like jelly.
And then, yeah.
Oh, that's like a sugar cookie one. Mm.
Perfect. Thanks to our neighbors for that lovely delivery. It was
Thank
perfect
Wayne,
in time.
Kelly, and the fam, Jane and Caitlin.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Kat says Animal Crossing is super relaxing.
What's Animal Crossing?
It's a game.
What does it do?
Something to do with Animals Crossing. Something?
Is it like counting sheep?
We're honestly so out of that loop.
It's like counting sheep, right? You're
like,
what? Oh, let's play Animal Crossing.
Oscar. Yeah. Questions for Troz and Oscar. Yeah. What is the actual good thing that happened to you in 2020?
New nephew.
Aw,
Jiro. Little dude, about this big, but real cute.
Yeah. My sister had a baby. And so that was really awesome. And we're
I have nothing else to say about what else this year.
We're quarantining so that we can see him for Christmas. So I know, but lockdowns are still really, really strict in our area. I don't know where they are for you, but they're really trying to encourage people not to get there.
Not even to see our family at all. And I was like, well, we'll just bubble it like big time. Everybody's in the bubble. We're doing it right. But it's crazy how much they're telling us not to see anybody at all. I'm like, come on, man. Like, give us a break. Even if we mask up, I mean, we're still... What's the anyways.
Yeah.
This is such a touchy situation for everybody. Some people don't want to wear masks. Some people do. I actually understand it from both points of view of how much of a headache this is. I always side with them like, let's be more cautious than not because we want to get back on tour.
Yeah, if you guys want to get back on tour, if you want to be able to be in a mosh pit again, we need to stop.
I don't want to sound like this, like wear your mask, but try not to spread it. If you got it, try not to spread it.
Oh, not try. You need to quarantine yourself. 100%.
I just don't want to be that bossy person.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
But I'd love to tour again someday.
Yeah, please. Please. Let us tour again. We're dying over here.
Hey, anybody have a bet before we start killing each other? It's like, so far we've done right, but like, how many more years can we go in this COVID before we actually start to, no? Not a good bet.
You think that you would kill me if you had to spend another year with me like this? Honestly? Jeez. I think we keep each other sane. Come on. So going through more of the questions. What were your favorite albums released this year? I don't know if I really
right now I have just started checking out Rob Zombie just released a record, so I was like, oh, I'm curious about that because I kind of grew up on Zombie, so I was like, I'm gonna check that out. Just checking that out, so I kind of like that. I was liking this band. This is so weird, okay? And I'm telling you, like, I started checking out the new Mr. Bungle because Mr. Bungle just released a record. And I don't know if anybody knows Mr. Bungle, but Mike Patton from Faith No More back in the day always had this band called Mr. Bungle on the side, which is a little bit of like this metal circus, weird kind of band. And he started this band way before even Faith No More. Then Faith No More got big. Then he always has come back and forth. So they just did a new record. And it's kind of cool because they also added Scott Ian, the guitar player from Anthrax, to play guitar on it. So it's super metal. Like, it's way more metal than what I'm used to. In fact, it kind of threw me. At first, I wasn't even liking it because it was too metal and too, like, Anthrax meets them. But now I'm starting to like it. But what was cool is I was checking it out and I was like, oh, what other associated acts? See, I don't like Spotify that much, but Spotify did say, hey, check out these associated acts. So I checked out the new Dub Trio record, and then I started going back from Dub Trio, and I saw that Mike Patton had done some stuff with Dub Trio, and I checked that out. And then I checked out something that was associated to Dub Trio called Igor. And it was like Igorr, and some of the stuff sucks bag. And some of the songs are incredible, like incredible. So there you go.
That's
Igor.
nice to say.
Igor is one of the ones
Felonious Angel says, how often do you do live streams? I'm subbed to too many people and I miss a lot, but I'm really enjoying listening to you too. So the last time we did a live stream was Halloween. So maybe every couple months. But I mean, if you guys like this stuff, we can do more of this stuff.
Fist bump me. We told each other that we're going to try and start getting back
onto our social media
where we hang with you guys, maybe even play. Like my acoustic guitar is right there, and we were like, oh, maybe we should do some Christmas songs. And I was like, oh, I don't know any fucking Christmas songs, so it ain't happening. So we're gonna get into it though. We are starting in January once New Year's over, and we're fucking done with this year. We're gonna try and make it our best to, before this record comes out, we're gonna be with you as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I have so much pent up content that I need to share with you guys so I can clean out my phone. But yeah, so much stuff, new videos, new music. And yes, the new record will be on vinyl. We will be doing another pre-order relaunch of everything so that you guys can get your bundles if you missed out on the initial pre-order. That'll be awesome. And yeah, and exciting things for 2021, guys. I want to wish you all a happy and healthy Christmas and next year. And like Matt touched on, it's really important that we all just try to stay as safe as possible and, you know, put that sanitizer, bring it everywhere with you. We want to get back to touring.
I don't want to hear anybody's grandma die because we weren't careful.
Yeah, everybody be careful for your grandmas. That is a good point.
I'm not seeing my
grandmas this year for Christmas because I want them to be safe. So we're distancing the family a little more than we usually do at Christmas time. So yeah, just be safe out there because we want to be back in the mosh pit with you guys. We want to rock out with you again. And yeah, and we are looking forward to 2021 with this new release. Can't tell you more about exact release dates, but you should know that we'll be out there in the first few months dropping some hints, some stuff.
Look, Amanda Hawk.
Aww. Hi, Amanda. How are you doing?
Hey,
Merry Christmas.
Amanda's a friend of ours. Her brother worked with us at Fontana North back in the day.
Yeah.
They were the first ones that took a chance and distributed our record for us.
Yeah, so cool. Yeah, and Kilmore is asking, how does label work with you during COVID times? They just put everything on hold, or are there things they can do?
They put everything on hold. At the beginning, just at the beginning of COVID.
I think they mean for when the release comes out.
When it's coming out. Oh, no, they have a strategy. We got a whole strategy planned to try and make this all work. Obviously, we're going to be online like crazy, but we did put it on hold. We did put it.
Yes.
Like, technically, this record, we planned on
put
releasing
it
in
earlier.
September.
Yeah.
September was supposed to be the release date. We don't want to hurt your feelings. We didn't tell you guys because of COVID. But like everything was supposed to be out. We were supposed to be jamming, doing their stuff, and COVID set everything back. It set us making our music videos back. We couldn't even do that at first. You know, the 2 months that they were in heavy lockdown, we didn't see anyone, and that was the time that we were supposed to get started. So, you know,
and then on top of that, then Oscar broke his wrist, and then he broke his foot, and then we had to wait for that to heal. So there's like all these different things, and then like dealing with Trozy's work schedule, and just it's weird. This year has just been friggin' weird. You guys know it. It's been a weird year. So we're just looking forward to the next year and just kind of like restarting this thing.
So with the label, they have a good. It's the only reason we even signed with somebody and working with a label is because we want to reach more people. It's called scaling a business. That's technically what we want to do here. And so we feel like we have a nice, good family behind us now to finally try and scale a bit. So we are trying to utilize the tool properly just as much as they're trying to utilize us and sell their record for themselves. We want to use them as well. We want to use their YouTube channel. We want to do everything we can to get it out there. So it's going to come down to a lot of online work during this COVID thing. But like I see a question of like, what's our biggest wish for 2021? It's that we get to go on the road, obviously. Like we've worked our butts off for years trying to make it so that we had a nice business that was running and we were always swimming upstream, and we've survived so far. But I mean, it does bring in the most income for us to pay our bills and to keep it moving band moving forward. The touring does bring in a ton of money for our shirt sales, everything that moves. Right now, it's tough, but we're going to be okay as long as everybody's careful, everybody kind of spreads the word, and everybody gets this vaccine. Or what? I don't know if you want to get the vaccine, whatever it is. But
You're getting the vaccine.
Either way,
in science.
I believe in science. I'm going to do it, I guess. I all I know is I want to be healthy, and I want to get all the advantage of going back on tour. So, hopefully that's our biggest thing in 2021 is that the world in 6 months or so can straighten this shit out. And I saw one thing, guys. I'm sorry to interrupt. I saw one thing. I saw Live Nation promoting that they're going to hopefully start concerts again in mid-summer. And if that's the case, then fuck, man. It's only like 5 or 6 months away. If everybody can just stay tight, work harder than ever to be healthy, then maybe we'll see that happen. And if so, then we'll be back on the road by September, hopefully, and we'll be out and doing this backing up.
Yeah, but I think even before that, the reason why we decided not to just keep postponing this record is because
we can't.
I believe that we're always going to write more songs and we're always going to have more music. But for now, I think it's really important to help everyone get through. And sometimes having a badass record to listen
We've held off too long
can help people get through tough times. And I know that when I've met a lot of you on the road, I've gotten some really inspiring stories about how music, and our music in particular, has helped you through times that have been shitty for you. And so for me, if I can put out any music that's going to help people get through the next bunch of months and share my experiences of struggle and overcoming and the waves of emotion, then we've put it out.
Unfortunately, we tried our best to put it off for it was 2 different postpones with the label, everybody trying to make it smart. It's obviously taking longer. It's going to be a while, but we finally kind of everybody's kind of made a plan. We're dedicated to just look at us. Look at this beautiful face. I have no wrinkles. I'm going to get older if this takes too long. I don't want this happening. I don't want that happening, So I was like, let's get these songs out. Our management, the label, everybody seems to be excited about trying to make this move, even if we can't tour right away. But we are going to ask for the most help we've ever had before. No matter how much you support by just buying it, I need you guys spreading the word. Not right now. Wait until we tell you.
Yeah.
But soon, okay, guys? We're going to need that support huge.
When we have new music and new videos, just spread that shit like butter.
Just like she did.
Aw, thanks, Amanda. Yeah. And yes, so we are going to head out, I think.
Yes, I think I guess so.
This said what you need to
asking
say.
About you guys are great. Look forward to seeing you again. Last February, I took a week off and on the East Coast. Can't wait to see you in 21. Yeah. We're going to have online concerts. Sky kind of broached that. We're trying to work out something.
Yes.
We just didn't want to just do your typical one.
In our rehearsal studio. We wanted to make it special. And
if anybody's seen us live, you'd understand why we don't want to just show you our, jump around in front of a camera. Like we live for live, and we got to try and figure out some kind of experience.
And if we're going to perform in front of a camera, to me, I like being artistic and making music videos that have cool storylines and ideas. And that's what we've been focusing on this past year. So, but in 2021, we know once the record's going to come out, we're going to want to do something like that.
How long has it been since you've seen Frankie? We saw Frankie twice so far in the whole 9 months, I think. She's been helping us with all the artwork for the record, doing tons of stuff.
And we even did what was funny is a socially distanced photo shoot.
Yeah, we did a socially
outside.
So Napalm needed being a label, they asked for a bunch of things ahead of time. So we had to have not just 1 or 2 bio photos. They asked for 6 or 7 bio photos, and so we had to do it all distanced. And Frankie figured out how to put us all together and make us feel good.
Yeah, since we were in one bubble, we were posing together, and then we'd leave, and then Oscar and Fozzy
are in their bubble, and it's she figured all the work out for us, and it turned out really good. She's an A+.
And I'd be curious if you guys could even tell once you see the photos. You won't even know. So that's just between us.
Yeah, but she helped. She's helped on a couple things. She's trying to keep distance because of her mother as well and her family. Everybody's just trying to be safe right now.
Yeah, for sure. But we miss you guys.
Yeah, I guess. Are we going? Wait. Are you going? Yeah. I feel like we're just blah. I can't do that. I've gotten to this place where I'm hanging. I can feel like I could sit here all day and just drink wine and talk with these people. All right.
Go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
I gotta get back
Frank,
to my editing.
You did a great job. Blah, blah, blah. I miss you too. We all miss you. Hope your Christmas is awesome. You can see the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction. What? You can see the Saturn-Jupiter conjunction? where you are, you should totally try. What is that all about? What is
some
that?
space thing. We need to
Well, it's a
get our
conjunction.
telescope
They
out.
must pass each other, right? At some point. Is that what we're talking about?
I think so.
That's kind of neat. I'm going to look that up. Thank you for saying that. Is that today? Does anybody know if that's today?
I guess you'd have to look it up. Google is your friend.
Yeah, okay. All right, okay. I can tell that I got to go.
Okay.
Sky says...
Everyone's saying goodbye, so it's a good time. It's like, you know, those awkward goodbyes where you just...
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everyone. We'll talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. We'll see you in hopefully 2021 when we do another live stream, I guess, right? 2021, baby. Let's do this. Let's release some more.
Two planets are pretty much in the same spot. I'm all over it. I'll be
cool.
checking it out. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Bye everyone.